Yeah, this is the Ignatian Discernment Institute, so I guess the most basic question you could ask is, what is discernment? What is discernment? And according to St. Ignatius, when you're talking about discernment, you're talking about one of two things. Either discernment of spirits, which, as we always explain, means becoming aware of and understanding the different movements within us, so that we can receive what will lead us toward God and resist what will lead us away from Him. And this is where Ignatius's rules for the discernment of spirits are so helpful. Those rules help us to persevere in our spiritual lives. They help us to pray better. They help us to understand how the Holy Spirit is working in our souls. They help us to recognize and respond to temptation. They help us to overcome discouragement in our work with the Lord. So the rules for discernment of spirits are valuable in many, many different ways. Now, one application of the rules for discernment of spirits is discernment of God's will. In other words, making a concrete decision about a course of action in the life situation that you are in. Because when you're in spiritual consolation, as Ignatius describes it, the good Spirit, the Holy Spirit, is going to counsel you more. He's going to help you find your way to a good decision. But Ignatius also speaks of two ways of discerning God's will other than discernment of spirits. Occasionally, Ignatius says, God reveals His will with such clarity that the person discerning cannot possibly doubt what is revealed to him. And Ignatius gives the examples of St. Paul and St. Matthew as people who received that kind of very direct counsel to follow Jesus, or to, go into the city and you will be told what to do, Paul. Occasionally God reveals his will in that sort of very direct way. At other times, we can use our graced reasoning ability to weigh the different options before us and choose between them. So whether you have a choice to make in life, perhaps a big choice, or whether you just want to understand the everyday movements inside of you and respond well to them, you will find something in our talks, our retreats, our seminars, on our website that will be helpful to you.